All right, the next thing we're going to look at is using a table to plot a graph and find the equation. Okay, and you realize that sometimes I abbreviate equation EQN, and that is okay. So the question we're going to do, let's get the question. 1, 2. Okay, so let me get my table in here. Wait, is this a table? Oh no, that's not a table. Sorry. Let's get my table in here. And it goes like this. Okay. Then we got our X values and Y values. Okay. Let's get these on. And then for our X values, okay, so this is our table. Could someone look at this table and immediately tell me what the y-intercept is? All right, immediately tell me what the y-intercept is.
1.
The y-intercept is 1, and it's 1 because the y-intercept is always when x is 0. If that's something you need to put in your notes, put it in there. The y-intercept is 1 because, I'm going to put b equals 1. When x equals 0, I'll put it in here. When x equals 0, the y value is the y-intercept. Anyways, let's look at this. Could also someone put it in the chat? From looking at this table, could someone put it in the chat and tell me what they think the slope is? Remember, the slope is the constant proportionality as well. And with this, you could either look at the graph and do it, draw your graph and do it, or you could use the slope formula we just did, which is y2 minus y1, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. But yes, so let me give us a couple seconds. Could someone look at this table and say to me what they think the slope is? Put it in your chat. How about you go ahead and write the equation of the line for this table right here, because we just did the y-intercept. Okay, so we're trying to find y equals mx plus b. Okay, and we already went through and we said that b is 1. So now we just need to find what m is. All right, we need to find what m is and we need to find what b is. We already said that b is 1. So we're really just trying to find slope. Y equals mx plus 1. All right, I'm going to come down here because I want us to look at the graph, but I'm going to come down here and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So let's pick 2 points from this one. All right, keep in mind, you want to ensure that you have the x and the y values in the right spots. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick 2 points from this table. All right, 2 points would give me 4, 2. All right, that's 1 point, right? And then another point would give me 8, 3. That's all I did. I just took 2 points because the x goes first, y goes second. But then I just took 2 points. So if I'm going to look at this, I'm going to say, then I'm going to go ahead and label x1, y1, x2, y2. Let me write my formula in before I forget. M is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, so with this, I have to figure out and punch in my numbers for y2 now and y1. So y2 is 3, right? So it's 3 minus, and y1 is 2, divided by x2 is 8, and x1 is 4 minus 4. So my answer turns out to be 1/4. So if I'm going to write my equation, it's y equals 1/4 x plus 1. Okay. So that's how I use it. I want you to realize that I could have used any 2 points. I could have used any 2 points. I just have to label them the right way. So when I say any 2 points, I mean I could have taken 0, 1 and 12, 4. I just have to do x1, y1, x2, y2, and then plug it into my formula. Could have done any 2 points. I could have done 4, 2, and 12, 4. Could have done any 2 points. x1, y1, x2, y2, and put it in my equation. Got my answer. All right, so that's kind of how we look at a table, and we could find the equation just from looking at the table. All right, could you put in the chat, just letting me know if you're following what I'm saying when it comes to finding the slope with the equation. All right, so now we're going to try and put this table on our graph. All right, the first point says 0, 1. So I'm going to find x where x is 0 and y is 1, which is this point right here, where x is 0 and y is 1. That's that point. So I'm going to put that in. I made it yellow. All right, the next point that I'm going to do is where x is 4 and y is 2. All right, made it orange, where x is 4 and y is 2. So it's going to be around here. There it is. Okay, so our next point says 8, 3. And let's make that green. So x is 8 and y is 3. So it's going to be around here. Again, this is not drawn to scale. Okay, so we're just estimating where it's at. If we have a line graph, or graphs normally have lines, we could follow those lines. Okay, and then our next points, let's go with that one. It is the black point. So x is 12 and y is 4. About there. So then I'll get my ruler and I'll just connect all the points. Again, whenever I'm drawing my line, I want to go through the point because it's showing me that, oh, that's supposed to be a straight line, y'all. Get your ruler and go up. So if we didn't get the table, we could literally go up and say up 1 over 4, up 1 over 4, up 1 over 4. That's the constant. We could also see that the y-intercept is 1 as well. Okay, so that's kind of how we go and get the table. We could use the table, get a couple points from it, find m with the equation. Go ahead and write that equation down, please, if you haven't. But then also use the points to plot the graph. Okay, those are the 2 things on our objectives for today. Please rewatch this video. It will help you. All right, just